Come with me and walk the Appalachian Trail. Come with me and walk along the mountain tops. Come along, let's make camp and let's make some friends. Come along and see how joy should never end. See the views, feel the rain, embrace the valley plain. You're watching Stick the Eagle, so choose your own adventure. Embrace your journey, and always remember, happy trails. Hey Ramdino, it is Stick the Eagle here. I am here at that Crawford Notch right here, Appalachian Trail, in the White Mountains here. Webster Cliff Trail is a start right here. 332, it's actually 346 miles to Mount Katahdin, Maine from this point. Sadly, I have to get off the trail right here and go home because I had a limited time for this trip. So that limited time is up. My 120 days that I had before I had another commitment is here. So I have to go back, and I am hoping that I can come back here to this very spot and finish in a few months. But so long for now. Remember to embrace the journey and happy trails. It is the day after my through hike has been paused, and right now I've been working on financials, catching up my credit card statements and balancing on my Excel spreadsheet because I haven't done that in a few months. And I'm also figuring out expenses for my trip. My pack is still just in the corner right over there. I haven't done much with it yet. Jasper's down there. I want to thank my parents for going out of their way to get me from New Hampshire and bringing me back to Connecticut so that I can get ready for scout camp. Another thing I'm going to be doing this afternoon is doing trainings that I need to and preparing for scout camp because I have to be there day after tomorrow, early at 9 a.m. It did feel weird to have to hear my name, my real name, rather than my trail name Stick.
Good afternoon. It is Stick the Eagle here, and I am out here in the back porch with a pack that I brought home to Connecticut with me from New Hampshire, where I was just in the Whites, and I have not done a lot of unpacking yet except do laundry. So let me show you what's in my pack. The first thing I pulled out of the inside of my pack is this bear can. It is stored horizontal in my pack, just like that, on the top of everything over my laundry bag. This is my laundry bag as well as my laundry. But let's start with a couple of the things that are on the outside of my pack. First, I have this water bottle holder with my smart water bottle. I also have these two on this side, which is a 32-ounce container and a smaller one, which is about a half liter. So this is 1 liter. This is like a half liter, and this is a 1 liter too for my 2.5 liter capacity. On the hip belts here, they're empty right now. This is where I would store snacks throughout the day and some trash. So nothing in either side right now. On my strap here, I have my thermometer, which is reading quite hot right now. Also on the outside, I have this. I would stick some trash in the front sometimes, and I put my bug spray in when I started getting really buggy. On the inside here, I have some extra bottle cap in case you lose one. I have all these drink mixes and some mints, as well as a pen,
because pens come in handy on the AT. I also have my Cliff Blocks here, as well as some other mints in there too. Usually I keep 2 in here. I just have 1 left right now. Attached to the back here, I have my gloves, as well as my winter hat, always attached to the top of my pack here. This is where I would attach my black winter buff, the thick buff. And then here I have my smaller buffs that I would use on this side of the pack. And I can usually reach these without having to take off my pack because they're all hooked up on the top, which is very nice. This is, of course, my AT hang tag, number 361 from Amarillo Falls State Park. On the back, with carabiners hooked on here, I have my camp shoes that I store right here. These are a pound together, but they're really nice having so I can take off my trail runners and put on camp shoes when I get to camp, and not having to worry about putting on my socks and everything too. These are also great for river crossings. Now, I can get my trail runners wet and it takes some time to dry, but if I was going through a deep ford, I would put these on to shield my feet from the bottom of whatever's on the bottom. This side is usually where I keep my tent, but right now, all I have is the tent bag in here somewhere. It's way in there. Tent bag with my pegs and my ground sheet are in that side pocket right now. But usually the whole tent's in here on this side. But I'm still storing it in this Ziploc bag here from when it was wet. I did take it out and dry it, but I was lazy and just put it right back in the Ziploc bag because this is really my wet gear compartment. I'd also store my raincoat and rain pants in here, but they're not in here right now because they're being dried, but my pack cover is in that outside pocket. As well as my trowel, which you can kind of see through the back there. This little attachment came with the pack. I'm pretty sure it's like for an ice axe or something, but obviously that's not really needed on the AT. Now I'll open up the top pouch of my pack right here. In here, I always keep my my knock bag right here, so I can always reach out and take this without actually having to move my pack if I'm close to camp and just want to retrieve some water and carry it to camp. And then I also have my water filter in here. I have some extra mints because I had a lot of mints in my resupply that didn't all fit in the bear can before. I have some extra drink mixes right here, and then all that's left here is some extra toilet paper that I should actually put with my other toilet paper, but I got it in my resupply and then just left it there. And now inside my pack, I have this bear bag, which I would use for extra food storage or also an extra waterproof bag. It just has some Ziploc bags in it right now. I have my stove, which has the fuel, lighter, and actual stove inside right now. I do have an extra fuel in there that was set in my resupply box. Then I have my bag, my sleeping bag liner, the Sea to Summit Thermalite Reactor fleece liner. That needs to be washed. I do have my Sea to Summit ultralight pad, my sleep pad right here. A first aid kit. Oh, an extra sock that fell out of my sleeping bag. My pillow. And then the last thing is my sleeping bag, which fits in the bag horizontally, just like that, at the bottom of the pack, because it's one of the heavier things, other than the food can that also is stored horizontally. And that's all that's inside my pack. This is the Forte Men's Long 20 degree, and it's really nice. It's kept me warm, but it is 4 pounds. This is synthetic. It's done its job, but I know I could get a lighter one. And then the last couple things that I stored in that pocket right there is my toilet paper bag, a towel, and my Appalachian Trail passport. Hey everyone, I forgot this inside pocket when I was out here earlier, so I'm going to pull out what I have in here. I have an extra spoon, I have Voca tape and an extra lighter, I have a knife, and the green one is the one that I have used on almost every meal. I have some extra charging cables because I have lost them and or broken my phone cables before. I have a pocket knife, always come in handy. I do still have the Kindle that Fresh Ground gave me. He even put his sticker on the back there. So I've used it a few times. This is the packaging for my bug netting, which is now in my fanny pack. And then I have compass and a whistle, as well as this, which I only had from the package that I got, seam sealing, which I'm going to take out now because I'm going to try using that on this tent that I'm airing out.
The only other thing that was in my bag is my puffy, which I stored on top of my clothes bag underneath my bear can. And that's basically everything that I carried with me on the Appalachian Trail. This is what's made it to this point, New Hampshire on the Appalachian Trail. If you have any questions about any of my gear, feel free to let me know, or if you have any suggestions on what I should replace. But I really don't carry a lot. Really, I think the main thing that made the pack starting to get heavier was how much food I carried in my food can, and the sleeping bag being 4 pounds. But there's ways to get lighter, and I'll be working on that in the coming time in case I go on another adventure. Hoping to get back to the AT soon. But now that I've unpacked, I'm going to air some things out, dry some things out, and then my sleeping bag will not stay in its compression sack. It will definitely be in its bigger sack, because you can't leave it compressed, otherwise it will lose its effectiveness over time.
Alright y'all, it is Dick the Eagle here, and I just opened some packages but didn't want to show the addresses, so I unpackaged some of them. The first one is this. It is an Offset Duo tent from Z-Packs. I am super excited to get this new tent, so now I can practice setting it up and use it outside of my initial tent, which was leaking. So I'm excited to try that new tent. Also got this nice little box from Randy, thank you. This is a lot of things which I use. Some GU Chews, Sport Beans, you know how they give me energy. Look at those, liquid IVs in an element packet. That's terrific. So nice and hydrating. And these Cliff Blocks too, I use almost every day. Then we have a long sleeve sun hoodie right here. Wow, this is like really thin material. This is really, really cool and nice. And this is a long sleeve quarter zip pullover as well. That's cool. And then we have some Pinnacle Foods to go. Looks like some dehydrated meals. Thank you so much. You also sent some insoles here, as well as a different long sleeve here, which is a quarter zip and light, like a sun hoodie as well. So thank you so much. I'm excited for this. I will definitely use these foods, and these sun hoodies are much lighter than my thermal layer that I've been using, that red layer, so I might be using this on the way back. I'm really excited for this tent. So it's Dick the Eagle here. Those are some packages that I was just opening that were waiting for me, and super exciting to check those out when I got to my mail right here at my parents' house. So appreciate it. Can't wait to set up those tent. I'm getting pegs for it too, so that I don't have to take the pegs from my other tent. I can keep them with that tent if I want to use that tent, so I don't have to remember to get the pegs. The pegs are always with the tent.
So looking forward to it. I'll definitely show you all when I set up this Z-Pack tent for the first time. Remember to always embrace the journey and happy trails.
This is Evolved by Z-Packs. This is fantastic merino wool sun hoodie here. So I'm looking forward to trying this out.
Here I am in this sun hoodie here. Looks nice. Do I wear a shirt underneath that, or do I just wear it by itself? I guess I could probably wear my Stick the Eagle shirt, my sleeveless, underneath this shirt probably. But what do you guys do?
And this one is the men's Astroman Air Sun Hoodie. Which one's better, this one or the one from the Z-Packs?
This is me in the Astroman. I do like this little pocket right here. You can put stuff in. The material feels pretty nice as well. I think I like both the sun hoodies. Thank you so much for sending these to me. But which one should I take in my thru hike to finish up? Should I keep wearing the red shirt that I've been wearing? Expecting cooler temperatures because it is kind of a thermal base layer, or should I just take one of these sun hoodies? I'll have to think about it. Happy trails! If you'd like to follow along for more content related to backpacking and eventually when I do get back to my Appalachian Trail adventure, please be sure to subscribe. I'd love to have you follow along, and always remember to embrace the journey and happy trails.
Family cabin here at Scout Camp. We have a table here, little kitchen area, refrigerator, and restroom. This is my home for the next 2 months here at my Scout Camp in Connecticut. I am walking a walk that I'll be walking many times over the course of this summer to the dining hall.